Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. I know it's been a while and I'm gonna talk about today where I've been, what's been going on, and the future. So I know it's been about 2 months since I've last posted, and one out of those months, I don't know why I quit. I just didn't really want to record anymore. I don't know, and I didn't really play because, as you know, I was getting 100 degrees on the CPU in every game, even Roblox. And yeah, I just kind of didn't want to play anymore. It was just like a big turn off for me. Like every time I played, it was getting like really hot in the room, and it just made me not want to play anymore. So that's why I kind of quit. I didn't want to do it anymore. And because it was January, I couldn't really send back the parts yet because the company that I bought them from wasn't working yet. I don't think they worked in January. I don't know. I didn't really check. So that's why I only sent them in February. And it took them about a month to get me new parts. So I had to ask my friend to come help me with the PC, and I had to wait for him a couple days, and then he came and they assembled the PC, and then we sent the parts. And then there was a mix up for delivery and the guy didn't come, and then we emailed the company and they rescheduled him for tomorrow, and then he got the parts and then he sent them back to them, and it was just a long process to hear back from them, because obviously they have other customers, so they have parts to test and stuff, and I get that, but it was just, I think, a month of just waiting till I got my new parts. So after I sent them the parts, they email saying they found faulty both the CPU and AIO, and I guess that explains the insane fucking temperatures that I had for months, I think. I don't know how I endured that long with those temps. But yeah, I finally gave in and sent the parts back. But anyway, so yeah, they emailed and said they found both parts faulty, and they said they can give me a new AIO and a new CPU Intel. And I said, and I told them that okay, I want the new AIO. They gave me a slight upgrade. I went from like Corsair H150i Elite LCD, which is standard AIO, and they gave me IQ Link Titan LCD, which is like Corsair's new technology with IQ Link and stuff. And obviously, I asked ChatGPT, and it said it's better, so I took it. Even though it's about the same price, like 200. So yeah, it was like a slight upgrade. I'm happy with it. It's doing its job. And for the CPU, they also offered me a 14900K instead of a new 13900K. And that's when I was like kind of like, I didn't know if I want the 4900K or switch to AMD. Like I've said in past streams as well that I want to switch to AMD. And now that I finally had the chance to switch or get a new Intel, I was kind of like not sure. So this is why I started to like research more, and it took me like 1 or 2 days. I finally gave in to switching to AMD. Like I was 100% to switching to it because everybody was saying it's better, and this is why I wanted to do it. So yeah, I just told them I want AMD, but I wasn't sure between 9800 X3D or 9950 X3D, like the two best AMD CPUs. I wasn't really sure about it, but after researching a lot, I came to the conclusion that the 9800 X3D is better for me because it offers lower temperatures, and for the stuff that I do, just gaming, recording, multitasking, just basic stuff. The 9800 X3D is more than enough. Like the 9950 has double the cores, it has 16 instead of 8, and that's more for like 3D rendering and modeling, like I don't know, Blender and stuff. Not really for me. So I get the 30-day return thing. So if I didn't like it, I could have returned it and bought the other one. But yeah, since I got it, I'm really happy with it, but I'll get into that in a second. So after I decided that I want the 9000X 3D, they couldn't give me one straight away, so I had to get a refund on the Intel because it was faulty. And I don't know how much it is exactly, but they gave me 300 for it, and I think that's like 70% of the actual price for like a brand new one, which is pretty good. And then I had to buy a new CPU on my own, and I bought it from them again. And then I had to buy a new motherboard as well. So yeah, that was kind of expensive, not gonna lie. And yeah, after I ordered the parts, I had my friend come and rebuild the PC for me. And guess what happened after we built the PC? My monitor broke. Yeah, my main monitor broke for no reason at all because I haven't used my setup in over a month. So it just broke out of nowhere. And then I looked on the reviews on the monitor, and a lot of people were complaining about the same issue. Like you will get like a line on the middle and then it just breaks on its own. And that's really stupid considering it's from Asus, considering they're like the top brand or whatever. So yeah, I had to refund that monitor as well and then buy a new one, which also took a few more days. So I wanted to buy an OLED because everybody was saying how insane they look. But after researching and looking at videos and stuff, they aren't perfect. They are maybe better, like with the blacks and colors and stuff, but they ain't perfect. Like I've seen videos where they ain't fully black and they get some purple-ish color, and the text doesn't look as sharp on them, and your eyes can hurt and stuff. So I ended up just buying another IPS again from Asus. I just hope this monitor doesn't break again. So after I bought both the CPU and motherboard and the monitor, it was time to rebuild my setup. And I called my friend over and he came over after like a few days because he was working, and we started working. We worked on it all day and it took us like a few hours, and I finally had AMD running, and it's just awesome, not gonna lie. Like it's so much better than Intel. Like it doesn't compare. I understand now why people say that AMD is the best. Like and now that I've tried both, I can see it. Like Intel might have been faulty, but even in the beginning when it was like brand new, it wasn't as good as AMD. First of all, the performance. It might not have work performance like Intel does, but the gaming performance is twice as good in my opinion, and the temps are way lower. It's just better. And also because I got an AIO from IQ Link, they use a different system. They don't use the traditional fan controller with fan cables, but they have their own controller and their own set of cables. Like they're not like the traditional ones that you know. So I had to buy new fans, like IQ Link fans. I got the QX fans, and yeah, they just are amazing. They look amazing. The performance is amazing. Like I connected them all through one cable. I have 10 fans in my PC and they're all connected through one cable. They connect wirelessly and then you can daisy chain them through one cable. And then the final fan goes to the controller with one cable, and it's so clean. Like you go from like 20 plus cables to 5 cables total. I'm not even kidding. You have 2 cables, one for the AIO pump, one for the fans, and then you have other 3. I think one's for the power, one for the motherboard, and I think another one for the AIO because the AIO has 2 cables. So I'm not really sure how it works. I mean, if you research on the internet, you can find a better answer than mine. But yeah, I'm not here to promote stuff because yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get sponsored. But yeah, I'm just giving my opinion. Like it's an honest review. I like it. I like what I've bought. I like what I built, and it's just amazing. I am so happy with the new and upgraded PC that I have. It's a big improvement over what I had, and It was kind of expensive. I think it cost me like about $1,000. The like CPU, motherboard, and fans. The IO was free because it was replacement. But yeah, it's a big, big, big improvement, and I'm really happy with it. And I'll show you now some performance tests and comparison with the Intel. So this is an old video from my Dying Light stream, the first one, and I was testing my temperatures because they were fucking insane, and you can literally see 95 degrees on the CPU, and it was just insanely hot in my room, like to the point where I had to play with windows open, fans on. It was just unbearable, honestly. I don't know how I withstanded it this long. But yeah, if I go right now on Dying Light, I'll probably get like 50 degrees maximum. I'll have to reinstall Dying Light because I uninstalled it. So I'm gonna uninstall it and let's see what temps I get in Dying Light on the new AMD CPU. God, I miss this music, huh? Dying Light, Kyle Crane, The Beast, all of it. Ah, good memories. Okay, now we're in Dying Light. I think we're in the same cave that we were in the beginning of the DLC, and we had to escape it to get to the countryside. I'm not sure why I'm here, but just like I said, 55 degrees, 56, nowhere near 100 like I had on Intel. I mean, the CPU was faulty, so yeah, but I mean, even if it was brand new, I'd still probably have higher temps, like maybe 60 plus. I don't know. But even the FPS are way higher. I think on Intel I had like 200 something. Now I have 400 plus. Yeah, it's just awesome to see, bro. It's incredible. And also from the video you've been watching in the background, I've been playing Fortnite and I didn't get anywhere near 90 degrees. Like I didn't see it go above 60. So that is insane. And the FPS as well from 300 to 600 average, literally double. It's just an incredible CPU. I can see why everybody says it's the best CPU for gaming. Like it actually is. Like I didn't have any problems with it since I've got it. And it's just been insanely good. I just found this old video of me playing Fortnite box fights on the old Intel CPU, and obviously it's creative, so obviously I'm gonna have lower temps and higher FPS compared to like Battle Royale. But you can already see the FPS aren't as high, the frames aren't as stable or low. It's just like 80C I just saw, like it's just crazy. Insanely high temps and super unstable. Like on AMD, they're much more stable. It's almost like they're frozen. They don't budge at all. Maybe by a few degrees, but you can see here on the Intel, they keep moving between the 60s to like 80. It's just highly unstable and yeah, just super high for no reason. And I'm getting like 300 FPS. If I were to play box fights right now on AMD, I would get like 600, 700, maybe 800. The Intel CPU was also brand new here in this video, so these temps were the good side of temps. And you can even see like it pulls more wattage, like AMD pulls like 80, this one pulls 150, literally double the power. It pulls double the power, but it has half the performance, like make it make sense. This is why everybody says buy AMD instead of Intel in 2026. It's like no one likes Intel anymore. They've fallen off hard. They were good like in the early 2000s or whatever, but they've fallen off hard. And if you even look at their stock market, it's dropping. I think they're gonna go bankrupt soon. Not gonna lie, because no one buys their shit anymore. Like, no hate to Intel, they were good, but I don't know, they just kind of fallen behind. They kind of remind me of Nokia, or Nokia, whatever you pronounce it as. They kind of remind me of them because back in the day, they were the best, right? But they've just fell behind and nobody bought their products anymore, and now they're basically off the market. I don't see anyone buying Nokias anymore. So I think Intel is gonna have the same fate soon enough. I don't know. Because like AMD doesn't even have a competitor, and they don't really have to try to improve that much. Because like they released the 9850 X3D. They said it's like a slight improvement over the 9800 X3D, but the improvement is almost zero. Like the FPS is basically the same, and I'm pretty sure from the videos I've seen, the 9850 X3D has even higher temps. So, and it's more expensive as well. Like, why would you even buy it? Get the 9850, I mean the 9800 X3D. So this is why they don't have a competitor. They don't have a reason to improve because they already are the best. So when you're the best, you don't have like nothing to motivate you to keep pushing, you know what I mean? So you just chill. And I think that's what they're doing. They just improving, but very, very little. Although they did talk about Zen 6 CPUs, and from what I've heard, it's gonna be a huge improvement over the current CPUs that we have. And they're also using AM5 platforms, so anyone using AM5 motherboards like me could upgrade to the Zen 6 CPUs, but I don't think I need to. I don't think the improvement is going to be that big for me to spend $500 or more for a new CPU. But I guess we'll have to wait for the CPUs to launch to actually see the difference, and only then we'll be able to tell if it's worth buying the Zen 6 or sticking to the 9800 X3D. I forgot to mention that with the new iCUE Link, the fans in the pump are super, super quiet. Like, I barely hear the PC. Even when I play, it's barely audible, even with headphones off. Like, it's almost like I don't even have a PC. Like, there's no heat, there's no noise, there's nothing. And I've personally never had this kind of performance, this kind of quiet and cool PC. And I'm super, super happy about it. It turned out incredible. And there's nothing else I can say about it. I'm just so happy and I'm so excited to play like all the games that I want, because this is what I wanted to talk about. Because for like the future, I want to start playing and doing more videos and streams. There's a bunch of games I've missed on, like Hytale, Arc Raiders, Resident Evil, Poppy Playtime, and a bunch more. And I just want to do videos and keep playing games because this is what I love doing. And yeah, I just have a bunch of like ideas, and yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. And yeah, I'm just really nervous right now. I don't know why. It's just been so long since I've done a video, and I'm sorry if I like stutter or stuff like that. I just nervous, and I don't know why. It's just been so long, and I don't even know how to talk to like the audience or whatever you want to call it, the viewer. I forgot to mention that I'm using eco mode. It's a setting in BIOS that you can enable, and it basically locks your wattage, and that's why you only see 88 max, because I limited my wattage in BIOS. There's like two options. There's a 105 and there's a 65 one. I'm using the 65 one, and it's limiting my wattage to 88. Now I did try without the eco mode. Like, I tried testing the temperatures normally, and there isn't that much of a difference. I went from like 55 to like 60 maybe or something. But I'm just using it because I just want the lowest temperatures possible after that trauma with Intel. And I'm not losing that much performance. Like, I've tested in Cinebench, like before I was getting like 20,000, now I get like 18,000. So it's not a huge performance loss. It's more about the temperature that I care about, because performance, this CPU gives me more performance than I'll ever need, even than Intel. So yeah, I just want lowest temperatures possible. But I think that's about it for the video. I talked about the PC, the monitor, the CPU, the motherboard, AIO, the fans, the what I want to do. I think I've covered everything. If I did miss anything, I'll leave it, either add it in the description or leave it in the comments. But thank you everyone so much for watching. If you watched till the end, I appreciate it, and I thank you very, very much. This video took a little bit to make, as I'm just rusty on making videos, and yeah, sorry about that. And I apologize again for the big break. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, a subscribe would be appreciated as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.